We are here with head coach Tina Matera, along with student athletes Kylie Rosenquist and Andrea Del Giudice after today's 5-0 win in the NCAA opening round for field hockey. Coach, just your initial thoughts on tonight's win.
I was just really proud of how the team played. I think we really stuck to our game plan. We talked about playing together, using the ball, going at speed, and I was really proud of how hard they worked, and then we scored some really great goals, which was fun.
Coach, for you, you guys come out there, you score pretty quickly. You get on them. Was that a strategy, obviously, to try to score early and make them kind of put some pressure on them to try to come back out at you guys? Like, what was the strategy kind of going into the game?
Southern Maine's a really strong team, and they have a lot of great players. So we knew that they haven't been on AstroTurf a lot. So I said we got to get out there and get on them early, so we don't give them time to get comfortable. So we put a lot of pressure on to start the game on purpose.
Yeah, Kylie, for you guys, seemed like you were really working well in the circle. You scored a couple goals on penalty corners. Love to just hear your thoughts on like how important those are for you guys to be able to kind of start clicking on them going into the NCAA tournament for both.
Yeah, I think we struggled this season with penalty corners, and then in our last NESCAC game, we scored like a bunch on them. So just capitalizing on those is like really important.
Andrea, you?
Sure, yeah. Most of my goals have been from corners, so it's just like very important for us to get down there, and it stops the clock so you get to rest a little bit. It's kind of nice.
Kylie, for you, I guess you look at the shot totals, 27-2 on the game. You guys really had them hemmed in. Was your press? Did you feel like was working well for you guys today? And when you kind of are holding them in their zone, do you kind of feel like the momentum shifting throughout the game, or just like maybe having them being a little bit more frustrated, I guess, during the game?
Yeah, our press it worked today, but it was sort of in the way where like our layers were getting it, not like the people in the front. But I think just like we did keep it in their end the whole time, but it wasn't like we were forcing it, like we were passing around and then forcing it, and it was just like really like smart instead of just getting it in there.
Andrea, for you, you're a senior, and last week or 2 weeks ago, I guess, you lose in the NESCAC quarters, but then you really don't know, and then you get an opportunity to play on your home field one more time as a senior. What did that mean for you?
Yeah, well, we really thought it was over, so we're just all really, really grateful to be able to play here again, even though it was so cold. But yeah, especially my grade, that if we had ended our season with the Amherst game, it would have just been kind of depressing, but we're all really happy to be back.
This question is for you, Coach. Using that, you don't know going into this week, and then you get the bid, and then does it kind of make you, have you seen it from the team being like a re-energized energy, especially going into tonight, but then, going into this full weekend?
The team was so excited to get in, and then we had excellent practices on Monday and Tuesday, probably our best practices of the season, and people were really locked in and having fun, and we were playing great hockey. So we're really looking forward to this weekend, and our side of the bracket's pretty competitive, but I think it'll be really fun to get out there and play Rowan and see what happens.
Yeah, last question for you, Kylie. Momentum. What is you guys score some goals here tonight? Kind of get to see the ball going into the cage. Does it give you some momentum going into this weekend against obviously a very good? I guess at this point everyone's very good, but a very good Rowan team.
Yeah, our plan was to play our game the entire time, and I think sometimes when we play certain teams, we shy away from that, and today we just absolutely dominated and played our game the entire way, and I think that goes to show how we can do that and how it does work.
So Andrea, 2 goals tonight gives you 10 on the season. First team all conference announced this week. You were all conference last year. You seem to have built on that a little bit. What do you think have been the keys to your success individually?
I started playing field hockey kind of late, and I didn't play club like a lot of my teammates did. So for me, it's just kind of an upward trajectory. I try to keep getting better every season, and it comes from my teammates pushing me during practice and playing over the summer.
And Kylie, your 3rd goal was a great one. Took a pass from the outside and tipped it in. And how much were you guys just a total offensive team? I think that was Gabby who sent that ball in, and she's more of a defensive player, I would say. But how much of the offense is a total offense from all over the field?
I think one thing that we do a lot is if we're all pressing like in the forward line, it's like every single line. It's not just like, oh, the forwards are like doing their thing and the defense is doing their thing. It's like everybody's like pressing offensively together, and I think that's why like it works so well, because we also do the same thing on defense.
What do you know about Rowan, coach? I mean, they're obviously a pretty well-established program in Division III. Going into Saturday,
yeah.
do you know anything about them?
They're really good. They're a powerhouse. I think they just have a ton of great athletes on their team that run really hard, and they have a lot of strong fundamentals. They have a really great coach. They're very well coached, so it'll be a very competitive game. They're a really strong team.
Coach, any final thoughts about today's victory in the NCAA first round?
No, I'm really excited. I'm glad we came out. I thought if we played the way we could play, we could have won. So I'm really happy with the win and how we played.
Head coach Tina Matera, along with student athletes Kylie Rosenquist and Andrea Del Judas, after today's 5-0 win in the opening round. Coach, guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.